Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is an AMX 50 Foch 155. It's a tier 10 French premium tank destroyer. It's located on the north spawn of Lakeville and it's under the command of OrcaSpiderJay. Now this is a tank that's, well, it was issued and taken away. Just as in real life really, they were going to build this tank destroyer and then they cancelled the project because they cancelled the AMX 50. Now they were going to fit a 155mm gun into the AMX 50, which had a 120mm to start with, but no, they gave up on the whole project eventually because they were going to standardise using NATO ammo. It's an autoloader with a 155mm gun. It's capable of doing 750 alpha and it loads a clip of 3 shells, and the standard reload is 47.94, but you can see OrcaSpiderJay's got it down to 45.66, which makes this a pretty devastating tank destroyer. But for one fact, there's a 5-second delay between each shell going into the breach, and that's because they're very big shells. It's not, you know, these are not small shells, these are huge monsters, and when they go into the breach, yeah, it probably just takes a little while for them not only to push the shell in, but also all the powder that goes with it, because it is an autoloader. Now it is vulnerable. You can flank it and take it down because it's got weak armor on the sides. It's only 80mm on the sides and 40 at the rear, but it's got 180 at the front, so it is fairly well armed at the front. But you know there's that weak spot, which of course is the ranging bar right up on top of the hull. It's based on the M4 hull, so it was a standardised hull that they were going to build, and originally, as I said, it was going to be the AMX 50 hull that was actually providing the chassis for it, but the AMX 50 project was cancelled, so they decided not to go ahead. And of course the tank that came out instead was the AMX 50 120, and they actually managed to shoehorn the 120mm gun into the oscillating turret, and they were going to use that one instead. Well, he's taken a bit of a bold position. It's a bit out in the open here, and an ISM's turned up. Well, that could be his first victim. He's just keeping an eye on that E50. He doesn't want that guy to flank him. Well, the first shot didn't get it. It's a Batchat 25 ton. He bounced around from the Batchat. It's one of the good things about this tank destroyer is that they do bounce rounds. The bad thing is the reload time.
Support my position.
He needs some support because he's got to pull back after he's reloaded. Well, first round got a fire. He set alight the engine and the second shot kills him. Now he needs to reload, and he needs to do so in such a way as not to get shot by the enemy. So he's digging in on that wall just in case the E50 comes around the corner. If he tries to shoot him, he's only going to get the frontal armour. He wants to escape, I think, more than anything at the moment. But he's spotted another enemy. It's a GDDR4. It's just around the corner, and he proxy spotted him. In a sense, actually, going out in front of the IS-3A protects the IS-3A to a certain extent. And if the enemy comes around the corner, they may think he's loaded, and they don't want to get hit by that gun, because remember, 750 alpha between 5 shots, 5 seconds between each shot. If he gets 2 shots into them, they're out the game. It's that sort of a monster. Not the sort of monster like a Death Star, but which will clip you out of the game in 1 shot, but it's still pretty bad all the same. Now I think he can go around that corner, see if anybody's waiting for him. It's the Batchat 25 ton, and he fluffs his shot, but can he go around the corner? Because there's 2 to the right. He's backing up because he wants to see if he can get the GDDR4, but he doesn't want to get hit by the guys just around the corner. Yes, there he is. 1 round in, and it's a low roll, and the GDDR4 dies shortly afterwards. Well, it seems they're clearing out the streets one by one. The T-22 meds come around the corner. He's not facing him, but yeah, he does get around into him. And he's still got one round left, so he can clip that guy out of the game. And he's going for it. And he manages to dodge a shot that came in on his rear. Oh, he tracked him! But the kill shot goes in. Oh, so close. He could have had that guy if only the shell had gone right up his rear. Yes, he would have said today's enema is 155mm caliber. Well, the back chat's burning. Premium fire extinguisher went off. Either that or he has a very good crew. And he's out the game. They're one tank up on the enemy at the moment, but there's no guarantee they're going to win. Oh, LT-432 comes flying to a halt after being set alight. No, you can't get shots on those guys at the moment. One of them is a Hesh bomb, so he does need to... I think he needs to move up in cover with his front facing the Hesh bomb. He doesn't want to get taken out of the game with one shot. It can happen. It's 1,750 alpha in the Hesh bomb. I know lots of people call it the SIHIT bomb, but I just prefer calling it the Hesh bomb because it was designed to fire Hesh. And there's a video with David Fletcher talking all about the Hesh bomb on the Tank Museum website. Well, his first shot is a miss. What can he get next? Well, T10's there. He's locked on, but he's only got the top of the turret. Oh, he's better now, but he did take a round in the tracks from the Borask, and he's now bounced around from the T10. See how good this frontal armor is. Unless you hit the viewport right on top, you're not really going to do much damage. Most shells will just bounce straight off. Okay, now he's got a shot, but it's only the top of the turret again. And then you know that the T10, the IS-6 as it was going to be, has fairly good turret, a fairly bouncy turret. Okay, just the turret, just the hatch piece. No, ricocheted off. He's got one more round. Show us your body. Oh, doesn't get it. He's up to 3,000 hit points of damage. Blocked 2,700 and 500 assists. He's basically waiting for his teammates to order up and surround the enemy. Do you have your surrounded? Come out with your hands up. The Hesh bomb was killed some time ago, by the way. I didn't mention that. He's no longer in the game. Oh, Borask. A Borask. He can easily one-shot the Borask. Instead, he's going for the T10. Say goodnight. Well, didn't get a kill, but he did get a hit. And took a hit from the Borask. He must have been aiming directly for the vision board. Oh, nice hit for the low roll. And he hits him in the track again. Okay, T10, your history. And he is. 404, T10 is not found. Okay, he's just going to drive straight at the guys now. Might as well. He's still waiting for the reload to go in. Otherwise, he'll just be sitting at the back waiting to reload. And they probably think he's loaded anyway, which is the scare factor in this tank destroyer. It scares people. They see it coming towards them and they think it's loaded when it might not be. You can see one of the rounds actually went straight through the vision boards. That's accurate shooting by the Borask. Okay, no, he's had enough time. Your time is up. We need you to vacate the battlefield. Well, there's one. He's going for the other one. Brilliant. What a shot. Well done. His gun's up. That was brilliant. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, that was a brilliant ending by OrcaSpiderJay in the AMX 50 Foch 155. It was an ace tanker game, that one. He also managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 6. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. A fighter badge for taking out at least 4 tanks. He didn't get 4 exactly. Fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. Shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. And a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game, as well as a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. An extremely good game towards the end as well. Let's have a look at team score. Well, there you go, top of the table with 5,183. The next highest scorer was in fact the UDIS 1516 on his own team with 3,448, but he didn't survive the battle. And neither did the next highest scorer, which was the Conqueror with 3,370. When it came to kills, again he's got the highest number with 4. 3 kills went to the Batchat 25 ton, 2 kills to the Conqueror, the T28 prototype, and the ISU 152K on his own team. When it came to base XP, yeah, he's got the top on that one. He's got the top on all 3 columns. 1,135 went to OrcaSpiderJay, 1,119 went to the ISU 152K, and 1,044 went to the UDIS 16. He fired 14 rounds in that game, 12 direct hits, 9 penetrations, damage of 5,183 hit points. All of it was done at close range. 12 hits received from the enemy. He only needed 11 to qualify for the steel wall, but he actually took 12. 3 of them actually penetrated. One of those was very accurate shot from the Bourrasque. Went right through the vision monitor and actually scraped the roof as it was leaving. And 9 non-penetrations as well. The other shots that were fired into the body of the tank directly into the face. And of course, unless you hit the weak spots, these shells are not going to do anything. 2,770 hit points of damage blocked by armour. He spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 4, and did 572 hit points of damage assistance. He earned 35,982 credits from the game, and after repair and ammunition resupply took away 8,306 credits profit. On the XP side, he earned 1,135, 85 for this being a premium vehicle. Again, it's a reward one, so, or was, I think it was. It's in the, it is a premium vehicle, but yes, 85 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 1,788 experience points altogether. So, just goes to show the Foch 155 is quite a powerful tank destroyer if you can get hold of one. I think actually originally they had it in the game and it was taken out and replaced. People were given a replacement tank instead. I think it was the AMX 50 Foch instead, or at least it was one of the other tank destroyers. This one was taken out of the game, or was it not taken out of the game? You were allowed to keep it, but it had special status. So it was in your garage, I think, but nobody else could get hold of it because basically wargaming had prevented people from obtaining a new one. Although I do recall that apparently it was possible to get one from the black market recently, but they weren't giving out all that many. So if the black market comes around again, watch out because they might have an AMX 50 Foch 155 available, and then you'll be able to replicate what OrcaSpiderJay did. And it is a fantastic machine. It's in the right hands. In the wrong hands, it's absolutely terrible. But in the right hands, it can do things like this, where you have a really great battle. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.